Hello and welcome. I'm so very happy that you're here with all of us. My name is Ayana Lehi, and I am delighted that you're here today with the Light Mastery Academy. We are diving into the episode, The True Purpose of Love. When you think, feel, experience love for what it really is, you must dive through your mind into an invisible zone where only love exists. Love is a frequency, love is a vibration, love is an essence. It is the source, the center point that is inside of everything, even hatred. In this physical world, we're constantly working in the realms of opposites, polarities, the duality of life, the light and the dark, the sweetness and the bitter, the resentments and the acceptances, the greed and the giving. Love is inside of all of this. And the dualities of life are your passageways. When you're going through oppositional thinking, when you are responding in ways that you feel they're not really me, where's this coming from inside of me? Why am I doing this? When you would track it back like you would be tracking an animal track in the woods, you track it back originally to your decision to be in love or to leave the love. And by leaving love, we move into a separation state, a state that is always moving away from the center of existence, love itself. And as we separate from that core love, we create tensions, we create issues, problems. We need to build our ego operating system, that ego essence, which needs to be separate. It needs to be separate from any power that is greater than itself. And love, in it appears to be very simple power, is actually a phenomenal power, because it is from merging in love that you discover true power. And when you move into the invisible realms of universal physics, what you discover is the same energy of love, where love is binding, holding into place. Even the way the planets move, it is a force of energy. It is the physics of life. So the physics of life and how you work with the energy of love in your physicality, your mind and your body, determines your happiness level. You can have all the material comforts on the outside, but lack the ability to really be unified and sourced in the love that is within inside of yourself. And what happens is that life feels empty on the inside. You have forgotten what is most important. You can be so in the love that you go the opposite way, and the very opposite way, where you neglect what love is meant to open you in your human self, to provide for yourself, for others, to take care of your family, to take care of the heart of your children, the heart of your partner, the heart of your soul. So we have the ability to become awakened in love and implement love so that it is expressing itself in its true purpose, and evolve, grow, develop, progress into the source of love itself. Love teaches us surrender. Our ego operating system, the ego part of ourself that needs to run the show of our life, tells you who you are, tells you who you need to be, cannot exist in the presence of love. So love is meant to dissolve your ego self, and only love can really dissolve your ego self. Sometimes you might meet a dog, receive a pet dog into your life, and have the love of your dog melt your heart. You are beginning your journey into love. Perhaps you are a new parent and your baby is born, and you look into the eyes of your child, into the eyes of an open doorway into the zone, the world of soul, the essence of life, where all knowledge, where all bliss, all love comes from. And here in that moment, you are empowered, you are ignited, you are activated into what love is, and you dedicate yourself to raising this child, this precious being. And you make sure that that spark of love is going to stay alive in your child. And knowing that your child is not truly your child, but it is the child of God, which is the doorway that you can eventually get to, move closer to, as you choose aligning into love in yourself each day. Love can be really tricky. Another purpose of love is to teach you about boundaries, meaning not to fall victim into over giving away your love, basing your reality of who you are upon how much your partner shows their love to you, or how many people adore you or love you, and then you make use of your need for love as a way to build the ego self, the false self, meaning the self that is separate from love itself, from the source of all existence. All of us living in our physical bodies, every moment, are constantly in play. We're in movement. We are playing in the realm of love and leaving love. We can explore needing to find our power by shutting out love. Young children, age of 2, need to begin to come into themselves, define their own relationship to the power of love within them. And they can be wonderful little tricksters, and they begin to define who they are by their actions, and they're working to feel who they are in their body. Love is very physical. How you show up for yourself. Are you loving yourself? Are you hating what you see? Are you looking in the mirror and going, I need to change that? And then you quickly think all the different ways that you could change the way you look. But truly, what you really want to be doing is, how can I get closer to the love inside of me? And getting really honest. The purpose of love is to help you to open up to love, how you treat love, how you relate to love, how you engage with the love that's inside of you. That's the journey. That's the trip. That's the map of your life. It's how am I really engaging? And it's an amazing journey to base your life around love, and to know that the universe supports you in that exploration. Whatever you choose to do to pursue your journey of love from the depths of your heart and soul, like your heart's the doorway into the soul that you feel and you get to know when you're being in yourself. You're allowing your soul to percolate, to bubble, to boil up, to emanate out, to radiate out to you. Your soul is the love that cannot be destroyed. It can only be covered over. So how you love, you might go into a relationship where you're constantly loving, but you're not getting love back. What is the lesson for that, for instance? It could be that you're here to move into the love within yourself, get to know the love that you are, and be honest with the direction that you want to have in your life. What's your path? How do you live in the love that you are? Do you need to balance it more? Do you need to channel it into your own endeavors and activities? Why? Because your successes in your physical world, in your material reality, are based upon how you work with love. So if you're here to channel your love into family, into relationships, and helping others thrive and grow, that's a part of your material reality. If your love is here to build businesses and your way is to translate love into action and to work with each person honestly from love, but your love is your power, and you are clear what your boundaries are. If you are here to create from love, because you're here to open up other people's hearts with your art, whether it's performing art, stationary art, moving art, audio art, you are taking responsibility for living in balance, in harmony with the love that is inside of you. You're here to honor the love that you are. So how you work with your sexuality, in relationship, are you using to get more love? Are you taking in order to build your ability to access love? Or are you dedicated to living, finding, growing that love that is inside of you? We have to find the love, the purpose of the love being right where it is inside of you. It waits for you to come back to it. The purpose of love inside of you is to bring you through the maze, the conflict, the dualities, the opposites inside of you, so that you find your path, that straight and narrow path right into the love that you are. And a lot of times you have to let go of people, circumstances, addictions, workaholic behaviors. You have to drop your attachment to how you have left love in order to protect your heart. The purpose of love, the true purpose of love, is to reopen your heart so that you can go through those sometimes very painful doorways. Painful because we've held memories, we've held feelings that we think are impossible to get through. As you look through the pain and you sense, you ask to see, to experience the you that is underneath the fear, the anger, the grief, the sorrow, you find that love. Because truly, all that really exists when we strip it all away is love. And we have to create an anchored foundation in our body feeling, thinking mind to be able to embrace, contain, and hold the power of love, so that we are now living in the central column, the current, the physical movement of love, so that we are moving from love in our life in a powerful, clear, and strong way. Thank you very much for being here with all of us, and I look forward for our time together to happen again soon. Thank you.